Hi and welcome to this presentation for what can only be described as a serious head turner. This is of course the Audi R8, made famous by Iron Man in the Marvel films, and to be honest it's a marvel just to look at. We are very lucky to get a lot of cars here through our stable doors at Autoemotional over 2 countries, and we've pretty much gone through every brand and mark, but for some reason this car really turns heads. I mean, Audi have always been one to lead innovation. Their concept cars become reality quicker than any other major brand manufacturer. When they pulled out the TT, it was a jaw dropper. When they pulled this out, everything else just dropped. I mean, the thing is just sublime. From any angle, it looks as though it's moving. I mean, the car's stationary and it looks as though it's doing 200 kilometers an hour. It really is. We get mobbed in this car when we go out, in fact, and we can't get to it sometimes, and it's a bit embarrassing, but it is what it is. It's definitely not a bad thing, and especially from the rear, this thing is just monstrously wide. And this is factory. This is absolutely how Audi designed the vehicle to be, and it does what it says on the tin. It goes real quick. It's of course Quattro. This is the V8 edition, and it's a 2008, and it's in very, very good condition. This really is a vehicle that, honestly, it's not for the faint-hearted, nor for the shy and retiring. It's a perfect weekend car, and the roads here in Dubai absolutely do this thing justice. Glorious styling throughout. So, of course, you've got the huge R8 calipers on those cross-drilled brake pads and discs. Alloys in immaculate condition as well. Paintwork, as you can see, it's just come out of the valet, so glorious, like a sparkle in the grey. And of course you've got that trademark body panel. Now this was actually changed and split in the latter years, but really truly this is the one that you want. Of course the little R8 touches here and there really do make for a very classy vehicle. You know you're getting in something special when you see a cabin like this. Those contoured sports seats and those dials, everything's aimed towards the driver. This is a vehicle that really and truly is just all about getting behind the wheel and enjoying the thrill of the Quattro system and Audi engineering. Got an awesome little bonnet, boot, trunk, whatever you're going to call it, depending on which side of the waters you're in. Huge clamshell bonnet, but you've also got a deep little pocket. You can see our camera equipment just in there, but considering the size of the car and the footprint, it's actually a decent size front trunk. 12-volt cigarette lighter and the wash fluid for the wiper system, of course. That awesome, reassuring clunk that you only get from German vehicles, something only these guys seem to be able to do. This thing sucks in air and pushes it through to this beast of an engine, and we don't normally get to show the engine while we're filming because obviously it's quite cumbersome to do with one hand, but on this one, so simple, and this is what it's all about. Beautiful. That Audi V8 engine, and shown in all its glory through this glass lid. Spoiler comes up automatically or on demand as well, by the way. Always a lovely little trick when you're in traffic. And the beautiful thing about this is you've got observation lights as well, so when you put the cabin lights on, this thing actually lights up. So at night when you're cruising, you can actually have the engine bay illuminated, something that pretty much all R8 owners are going to do. Again, as you can see, when you close the trunk lid, the boot, the doors, everything is just so solid. Hand stitched leather, of course. This is Audi's supercar, and rightfully so, it gets all the touches. Airbags throughout. This vehicle's safety credentials are supremely well known. Very, very safe car, and you feel it, of course, when you're driving around. Got a little safety hatch here. You've got a little parcel shelf on the back, and that glass barrier between you and the engine, because although you do get that glorious engine note, what you don't want is the heat coming into the cabin, which that second glass does take care of. So pop the key in, everything comes on as it should, and you will actually notice that the car's in M1. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to start the vehicle in neutral, otherwise it's not going to start. Turn the AC off and you'll see everything will pop up just as it's intended to as well. It's telling you there's one number plate light that's gone, one bulb, so not a bad deal on a vehicle. That's a 2008. Its owner definitely has kept it in good condition. Electric windows all the way around, of course, and there's only 2 of them, but we're not going to demonstrate it because the vehicle's just been valeted, so we don't want water stains coming there. Electric mirrors, of course, that being the drivers and that being the passengers. These are heated mirrors as well, so very handy. Fuel filler cap, and of course to pop the front trunk as well. Remote central locking plus locking off the driver's door as well. You've got the auto headlights, low beams, high beams, dips, and of course the fog lights. You've also got the illumination for the cluster in case you want it brighter or dimmer. Cruise control as well, simply touch it, it's engaged, and if you're hitting any of the other Emirates, you can just cruise along Mohammed bin Zayed Road, no issues there as well. Of course the paddle shifts, which really do get you engaged with the vehicle as well, because you can drive this car not only in the automatic position but also in the plus minus in the manual. You've also got the reversing camera on this particular vehicle as well, and put it back into automatic and the car will creep forward as you can imagine it will do so. And we'll put the handbrake on just in case we start rolling. We are in neutral after all, and as you can see the vehicle hasn't even hit 80,000 kilometers. The vehicle's a seriously low mileage car for what it is, because these R8s actually do tend to get driven quite a lot. It's a similar scenario to the Porsches, the 911s. You get Lambos and Ferraris with ridiculously low mileage for no reason, but Lambos, but 911s, excuse me, and these R8s, they tend to be driven a lot because they are just everyday supercars. That's genuinely what they are. So 80,000 kilometers for a 2008 R8 is seriously low. Flick through the modes of all the audio functions as well. Now there is an issue with the audio function, but some of you guys do know now that Autoemotional also owns audio direct, so we can have that addressed for you. But nevertheless, you've got all the steering controls there, and as mentioned, airbags throughout on this vehicle. It's a seriously safe vehicle, and the Bang & Olufsen audio upgrades were also done to this. Black suede roof lining, all in immaculate condition. Very nice car. And of course you've got that huge screen factory fitted option there as well. Lots of bits and bobs to go through for its new owner. As well as that, you've also got the option to put in the SD cards and your DVDs. You've also got 6 CD changer there as well. All your climate controls, and as usual you can't hear the AC, sorry, you can't feel the AC, but you certainly can feel it. And it's, I mean, even on a gloriously hot day as we're having today, you know, we keep it down pretty low and comes into the cabin ice cold AC, auto, keeping all the air within the cabin. And you've also got heated seats on this. Lots of people always laugh when they see heated seats in a car in Dubai, but believe you me, come the winter month, you're really going to appreciate these as well. And of course that trademark R8 gear lever as well. Put it into sports and this thing becomes a bit of an animal, let's just say that. Not that we'd suggest you do that on the streets of Dubai. You can take it onto the track. Of course you've got the electronic damping as well, so you can upgrade at the flick of a switch how you want the damper settings as well. Electronic stability program can be switched off if you do want to get the back end swinging out. I suggest you don't unless you know what you're doing. And of course that rear spoiler, so you'll be able to, in fact, if we just do it this way around, pop it up, and yep, it does look pretty cool when you do it. So we'll keep it up for photography's sake. And of course the parking sensors, you can switch them on and off as well. And you do also have a nice bit of service history, which is in the Audi folder, which we'll go through for any of the potential customers, but really and truly this is an absolutely beautiful vehicle, and it's got some nice choice upgrades. For example, those Bang & Olufsen systems as mentioned earlier, the navigation screen, and of course super low mileage. We'll try and get a bit of the engine note for you, because I know that's what lots of you guys are interested in, us included. So hopefully the camera can pick up the raspy V8 that this vehicle does have. I think that says it all really. So beautiful engine note, and the car can get you into a few naughty situations, but I think this is going to be purchased by a mature driver like its current one, and it's definitely going to sell as quickly as we stick it up. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this presentation from this absolutely beautiful Audi R8 supercar.